In the headlines, FCC case against former Minister of Justice Malami. Kwakwashia movement demands removal of Kwakwanso's name from U.S. bill. Troops Q8 abducted wedding guest in Kano, Katsina joint operation. Food and beverage workers protest at NAFDAC. Lagos office over sachet alcohol ban. On foreign scene, Bangladesh votes in first election since Gen Z protest ouster Sheikh Hasina. In sports news, Nottingham for just 17 marches. Good afternoon and thank you for staying with us on Diamond 88.7 FM. Details of the news after this break. Please stay with us.
See, wait, he's from our tribe. We'll be of the same religion. So we have to protect our own. Our tribe isn't corrupt. I beg you, leave now our Peking.
Wait, stop and think. Do you landsman or family member of your and country? If you see something, say something to the right authorities.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
Welcome back from the break. I am BISOLA ODUWOLE SUILEMAN. Please note that you can listen to us via our website, www.diamondfm.net, or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 87 FM. Now the news in detail. Justice Obiora Igwatu of the Abuja Federal High Court has today withdrawn from two cases brought by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, against former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, for alleged terrorism financing. The judge recently reassigned the cases by the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho, cited personal reasons and the need to uphold the interest of justice for his decision to withdraw. The development came as a civil suit seeking the forfeiture of 57 properties allegedly linked to Malami was called for mention in court. The Kwakwashia movement has refuted a proposed bill by the United States Congress allegedly referencing the name of their leader and principal, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso, in connection with claims of religious freedom violations, describing the allegation as shocking and disbelieving. The movement, in a press release signed by its spokesperson, Habibu Mohammed Mailemo, said the allegations were unfounded and inconsistent with the verifiable public record of Senator Kwakwanso's life and service. He, however, stressed that for over 30 years, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso has served Nigeria at the highest levels as the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, two-term Governor of Kano State, Minister of Defense, Senator of the Federal Republic, and presidential candidate. Meanwhile, troops of 3 Brigade Nigerian Army have rescued 8 of the 10 persons abducted by suspected terrorists at a wedding venue on Wednesday in Dabawa, Shanono local government area of Kano State. A credible Army headquarters source today informed the news agency of Nigeria that an unconfirmed number of gunmen reportedly dressed in military camouflage invaded the ceremony and whisked away the victims. He said that the troops deployed at an ambush position along the Yankwada riverline swiftly advanced to the general area upon receiving the distress report and made contact with the fleeing assailants at Gar village in neighboring Katsina State. According to him, troops pursued the bandits up to Katsina Gidam Mutum Daya Road access before contact was broken. Members of the National Union of Food, Beverage and Tobacco Employees, NUFBTE, has occupied the NAFDAC office complex in BISOLA, Lagos, to protest the agency's refusal to comply with the alleged federal government's directive to suspend enforcement of the ban on the production and sale of alcoholic beverages in sachets. The union is calling on NAFDAC to unseal production lines that were shut down, citing a directive allegedly issued by the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and the Office of the National Security Advisor. Meanwhile, NAFDAC on Wednesday dismissed claims that the federal government ordered it to suspend enforcement of the ban on sachet and PET bottled alcohol. In other news, the Kwara South Consultative Youth Forum has emphasized the importance of recognizing indigenous leaders who have made significant impact, especially in their communities. The president of the forum, Comrade Gabriel Omoniyi, made this known when members gathered in Ilorin to host a welcome back home reception and prayer session in honor of the former chairperson of the Federal Character Commission, Dr. Muhibat Dankaka. Comrade Omoniyi explained that the gathering served as a call for continued service and celebration of past achievement of Dr. Dankaka through a meritorious service to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Lastly, in local news, public affairs analyst Comrade Joel Afolayan has expressed disappointment in the Nigerian National Assembly following the bill passed by the United States House of Representatives seeking to impose visa restrictions and freeze assets belonging to former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwakwanso, the Miyetti Ala Cattle Breeders Association, over severe violations of religious freedom. It disclosed this on the Diamond Breakfast Show, noting that if the Nigerian National Assembly will not stop the killings in Nigeria, then the U.S. House of Representatives should step in, stressing that a person cannot give what he doesn't have, while urging the National Assembly to always take proactive measures regarding matters of security. Comrade Afolayan noted that those who can make intellectual contribution in the National Assembly are in the minority, adding that issues get approved swiftly when the majority agrees. And that's it on the local scene. The news on the hour is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. We take a short break. When we return, Bangladesh votes in first election. Joining us, you're listening to the news on the hour reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. Before that break, we brought you local stories. Now we move on to the foreign scene. In foreign news, Bangladesh is holding its first election following the students-led protests that took place in 2024, ending the 15-year rule of its autocratic leader, Sheikh Hasina. Recall that as many as 1,400 protesters were killed during the uprising, with Hasina being accused of having directly ordered the crackdown, an allegation she has denied. While a party, the Awami League, has been banned from contesting the poll, the election now pits the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP, against the Islamist party, Jamaat al-Islami, which has joined forces with the party born out of the student uprising. However, an interim government led by Nobel Peace Prize laureate Mohammed Yunus has led Bangladesh since Hasina fled. Still in foreign news, Zimbabwe's cabinet has supported a draft law to change the constitution so as to allow President Emerson Mnangagwa remain in office until at least 2030. The 83-year-old president was due to leave office in 2028 after completing 2 5-year terms, but the draft legislation would change the constitution to extend the presidential term from 5 to 7 years. Other proposed changes in the bill include extending the term for members of parliament from 5 to 7 years, enabling the president to be elected by parliament rather than through a direct popular vote by citizens, and allowing the president to appoint 10 more senators, increasing the total Senate seats to 90. Addressing a post-cabinet news conference in the capital, Harare, Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Ziyambi said the bill would be sent to the Speaker of the Parliament and published in an official gazette before lawmakers could consider it. And that's it in foreign news. In the world of sport, Nottingham Forest has sacked its manager Sean Dyche following a goalless draw with Wolves, after which the team was booed off by home fans. Dyche was in charge for only 114 days, having succeeded Ange Postecoglou in October. This dismissal means Forest are now looking for their fourth head coach this season, following Nuno Espirito Santo and Postecoglou. Meanwhile, the club is currently just 3 points clear of the Premier League relegation zone, with 12 matches left to play. Still in sport, Mexican authorities have introduced robot dogs to support the police during the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which will run from June 11 to July 19 across Mexico, the United States and Canada. The machines are designed to enter dangerous areas and stream live video to officers, giving them a chance to access situations before stepping in. Meanwhile, Hector Garcia, the mayor of Guadalupe, one of the host cities in Mexico, explained that the robots will be deployed in situations where there is a high risk of confrontation, helping reduce danger for human officers. That's it in the world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of the news on the hour for today. But before we go, here is a recap of the major highlight. Judge withdraws from EFCC case against former Minister of Justice, Malami. Kwakwan Shia movement demands removal of Kwakwan So's name from U.S. bill. Troops rescue 8 abducted wedding guests in Kanu, Katsina joint operation. Food and beverage workers protest at NAFDAC Lagos office over sachet alcohol ban. On the foreign scene, Bangladesh votes in first election since Gen Z protest ousted former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. In sports news, Nottingham Forest sacks Dyche after just 17 matches. Those are the major highlights brought to you. Before we wrap up the news, we take a look at our Today in History segment. Did you know that the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA, declared 12th February as the International Day for the Prevention of Violent Extremism in order to raise awareness of the threats linked to violent extremism? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact the Diamond FM newsroom number on 09160627526 09160627526. Please join us at 3 p.m. for the news flash and at 5 p.m. for the news across the world for a comprehensive bulletin. Log on to our website www.diamondfm.net to keep up to date from any part of the world, or download our app on Google Play Store and iOS App Store, Diamond FM. The news on the hour was edited by Nedu Okori. I am BISOLA ODUWOLE SUILEMAN. Keep it locked right here on Diamond 88.7 FM for our amazing lineup of programs. Coming up next is the news in Yoruba. Thank you for listening to your shiny Supreme station. To have a wonderful rest of the day.